50 questions with an ACT tutor. There's free practice tests and free tutoring down below if you need it. There's a few courses there you can check out too. Let's begin. Who here is taking the ACT tomorrow and cramming? LOL, not me. After I do the College Panda ACT math book and a lot of practice tests, is it enough or should I do other books? You probably don't need other books. I think one is more than enough. Just take a lot of practice tests. I never use any books, so I can't really tell you. How can I find answer keys for practice tests? There are 7 free practice tests linked down below that have answer keys at the bottom of the PDF, so check them out. How exactly do you know what exactly to annotate, since you don't actually know what you're reading until you read it? You look for 3 main things, and if you read one of those 3 main things, then you circle it or underline it. Relationships, emotions, events. If you want more information on what that looks like, then I recommend you watch one of our reading videos where I demonstrate. And what if annotation is not an option? You just follow the text with your finger on a screen if you're an international student taking on a computer. What grade is this for? High school. Serious question, is it possible to go from a 22 to a 34 through your ACT course? Yes. Can you take my ACT for me? No. Can you post again in real English? I think I use real English in my videos. If I use fake English, then please advise in the comments down below. Isn't 42J? Maybe. My test is in April. How many reading tests should I do every day? I want at least a 25 or 26. 1. Just kidding, it depends on a lot of things. But typically doing more than 1 or 2 a day, it could be a little bit too much, you might burn out, and you don't want that. For colons, can it be dependent then independent? No, it has to be independent, dependent. Or independent, independent. Can you give me the answers, ACT scoring chart 2022, please? The 7 tests down below, there is a 2022 test if that's what you're looking for, and it has an answer key at the bottom of the PDF, like I said, multiple times, so check it out. How to emphasize and effectively question on English ACT? Yes. What software are you using? Notability. Do you mind posting a link to this exam, please? Like I said many times, there are 7 free practice exams linked down below. You can create a free account on our website and get access to all 7 of them, as well as the answer keys at the bottom of the PDF. Hello, what is the app that you're using? Notability, like I said. My composite score was a 15 and I made a 15 in English. Any ACT tips to pull that score up? So typically when I tutor a student and they're in our program, I always recommend that you take tests and then you review those tests, ideally with a tutor or with someone else so that you can learn from your mistakes with other people who might understand the information, okay? So do that. If you want to do that with one of us or with me as a tutor, you can schedule a free tutoring session on our website. Link is down below. Also, what about math? I made a 13, same thing. Guys, I'm struggling on read and I'm in 3rd with 4 level, I'm not even good. Practice a bit, I don't know. Are you teaching ACT? Can I participate in your lessons? Yes, you actually can. We have free tutoring. We also have paid courses that a lot of students have used, and you can get access to a lot of problems, online tests, and a lot of insights into how you are performing. If you want to schedule tutoring with me or like use any of the videos that I have on our website or even any of the problems that I've designed for the ACT, you can check those out, linked down below. Lots of students have used our program and improved even up to 10 points within a month, so try it out. Guys, how do you even get an ACT test? You go to the website, act.org, and you sign up. Where's that 36 though? Right here. Can you make some word problems for ACT Math and ACT Science? Thank you, exclamation mark. Yes, that's exactly what we have on the 5academy.com. Thousands of problems designed for the ACT exam that are just like actual problems on the test, and they're all sorted by skill so you can practice whichever ones you want. I highly recommend if you want to practice everything by skill, kind of like Khan Academy, but for the ACT. Where's my 5:04/IP appointed time homies at? Not here, at least not me. And what did you get on your ACT? I got a 33. My super score is a 34, so take that for what it's worth. Is it actually? Yes. How do I do this in the time limit though? You practice it. I always recommend you try to get 8 to 12 full practice exams under your belt before your ACT test date so that you can get fast enough. You get speed as you practice more and more and more. Where can I find the official answer key? I already answered this twice. Should I do a full-length ACT every week or should I just do different sections and time myself on that? Do a mix of both. There's gonna be times where you feel like you're really struggling on a particular section. You might wanna just practice that again and again, that particular section. And there might be other times where you feel like you've done too much section work and you wanna like practice the whole test as a whole and build that endurance and be able to sit down and do a 4-hour test. And some weeks you might wanna do that. So I'd say maybe every 2 weeks you switch it up. 2 weeks you do a full test on the weekends and then 2 weeks you might just do like a section every other day or something like that, okay? But at the end of the day, you wanna keep the same amount of practice on average per week. Hey, I need help. I have the ACT and I've studied. Should I focus only on my super score or my composite score? You should focus on whatever sections are your weakest ones and try to improve those because those points will tend to be the easiest to get, the lower score points. That's what I'm saying. Wait, you offer free tutoring? Yes, it's linked below. I've tutored hundreds of students for free. You can do it as well. It's a lot of fun. What was his scholarship's name? So this is reference to the video about the full ride scholarship student that I am classmates with. This student got the Beering scholarship, which is for like high school researchers. So check it out. Where are the ACT practices you mentioned here? I would like to print. They're linked down below. Yes, but what if your exam is computer-based? How do you annotate? You don't. You can't really annotate, but you can follow the text with your fingers, so it'll at least help you like keep focus on the passage and know what you're looking at. You'll remember information a little bit better. Can you please do this for the TEAS exam? I don't know what that is, so I can't, sorry. Do you have any tips to increase from a 31 to a 34 within a month? Yeah, probably you just need to practice a little bit more and find what exactly you're doing wrong. Like, what are the questions you're getting wrong and why are you getting them wrong? Okay, if you can identify that for those sections, or try to identify what strategies are kind of screwing you up, then that'll help you a lot. Is anyone struggling in reading your section because your first language is not English? This is actually very common. I've noticed a lot of students who, yeah, if you come from abroad, if you take the ACT exam, then the English and reading can be a bit tough. But again, like I said, with every other strategy, it comes with practice. So you'll get better and better at the English and reading exams if you practice those tests a bit more and you look at what exactly you're doing wrong. And there's different ways to read a passage depending on what your skill set is. So maybe if you're a faster reader, if you're a slower reader, if you have a hard time comprehending English text, then you can use a strategy that's a bit more tailored to you. If any of you guys comment, then I can remember to paste a video down below in the comments that has different ways to read a passage. And we also teach students in our courses what are the different ways to read a passage depending on your skill set. If you are a better English reader or if you are a slower reader, that's kind of a process that a tutor can walk you through. And that's something that we do. Which university do you go to? Purdue. Actually, I'm a graduate now, so I don't go to any university. But why should we listen to you, right? What are your credentials? Show us your score or something. Here's my score. Which one should a medical student prefer, ACT or SAT? Whichever one you score higher on a practice test. What about permutations? Yeah, that's something that you should probably learn. I think I have a video on the main channel that goes over permutations. Someone remind me, I'll post it in the comments down below as well. Does ACT have a fee waiver? Yes, if you can prove that you are qualifying for a fee waiver. I don't know what the terms are, but yes, the answer is yes. Is Barron's book as good for ACT? I've never heard of it. How about 2 hours? This is referring to how would I cram for the ACT in 2 days. If you have 2 hours, it's probably the morning of the test and you probably don't want to study at all. Like, just don't, once it's the morning of the test, like, forget it, just take the test. But if you have 2 hours the night before, I would say practice the weakest section that you have, and then maybe practice like a reading or science as well. How to cram in 5 hours? Do what I just said, but just double it. What if my weakest area is time management? So if time management is an issue, you're gonna have to practice, but not just take practice tests, but you need to try different timing methods and see which one works best. For English, I'd say start with the method where you break it up evenly. For math, do the 20-40 method. So you answer the first half of the questions in the first 20 minutes. For reading, there's 3 different ways to time yourself. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but you need to try them. And for science, there's also 3 methods to time yourself, okay? Try the different methods, try some of the easier ones, try some of the harder ones, see which one you like, see which one you are better at, and once you see a method that works, take it, start practicing with it, and slowly start to take that method and go a bit faster, essentially, okay? So that you can get more questions right and get through more of the exam in a shorter amount of time. Why the heck would I ever need this if you take the ACT? Does this channel just heart every comment without replying to questions? What is the difference between your YouTube videos and your paid courses? They're much more in depth and they're much longer. We also go through each individual skill on the exam, which we do not do on the YouTube channel. Is it possible to improve 10 to 15 points in just 1 month? Probably. I mean, I have seen a student improve 9 points in a month. 10 points in a month, 15 in a month. If you practice a ton, you can maybe, but you're gonna have driven yourself insane by the end of the month. So take that with a grain of salt. What calculator would you recommend for the ACT on a budget? TI-83 if you can borrow it from a friend or buy it used. What is the best book to study ACT math? I don't recommend books. The ACT official prep guide is the best because it has the best practice tests. Other than that, I would recommend our website because we walk you through your practice test and we give you tutoring so you can actually like do it with a tutor. That'll help you learn stuff a lot faster, and students have improved up to 10 points, like 9 points within a month with our course, with a lot of practice. Is it possible to get a 35 in the math section? How much did you get? Yes, 35. Who else is taking the test this weekend? Not me. And that's the end of our questions. Hopefully this video was helpful. Like I said in the video multiple times, if you want any free resources, there are 7 free official practice tests linked down below. There's also free tutoring that you can access with me one-on-one. You can schedule a Zoom session. If you have any questions about the ACT, about how to establish a study plan, about how to navigate the study process in general, I know it can be very intimidating and you might not know what to do based on your own situation. Maybe the strategies that I've talked about here just don't work for you. So if you want a more customized, personalized plan, schedule a free tutoring session and I'll talk to you about what is the best plan of action for you. And if you're looking for a bit more in-depth work, if you want to schedule multiple tutoring sessions, or if you want to learn all the skills on the exam one by one, you should check out one of our courses. Lots of students use them and have improved with them over the last few years. So I'm sure you can use them and find them useful as well. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below, or just head to our website and drop a message on the website chat. Me or Rohit will respond to you as soon as we can, all right? Best of luck. I'll see you guys in the next video.